This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Gamefly. Hey, and welcome to App Judgment, your source for mobile app news and reviews from Revision 3. The big news this week, of course, Instagram is finally available on Android. And in case you missed it this week, Mauricio has the full rundown on how it compares to the iOS version, including what it can and can't do. Android users are, of course, rejoicing over this news, and meanwhile, iOS users are mostly like, ew, and gross, and don't follow me, s'il vous plaît, losers. Well, at least according to a few randoms on Twitter via BuzzFeed. But I promise we're not all like that. I, for one, welcome you to Instagram, and I invite you to follow me so you can see all the pictures of random artsy garbage that I find in the street. Annie Gauss, and I promise you won't be disappointed. They're really artsy. Secondly, an app for those of us who struggle with punctuality. I definitely feel you. If it takes 15 minutes to get everywhere like it does in my head, then why are we always late? What could be really making you late is all that extra time that you waste, in elevators and finding your way in and out of buildings and parking and those red stoplights that are red for a really long time and you don't know why. It's that stuff that's making you late. It's not you. But fortunately now there's Bounce, an app that helps keep you on time all the time. Bounce runs in the background and uses your GPS, your calendar, and traffic data to automatically notify you precisely when it's time to leave for your next meeting, taking into account the little things like walking to your car, finding parking, waking your kids up, etc. The catch? Well, this one is Android only, but us iOS users, we're just naturally on time, so we don't need it. I have one more story for you, Google's latest efforts to turn you into a cyborg. But first, let's talk Gamefly. Gamefly is the largest online video game rental service and offers you a choice from over 7,000 titles across all consoles and handhelds. With plans starting at $15.95 a month, Gamefly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them for as long as they like. There are no late fees, no due dates, and shipping is always free. If you really like the game you're playing, simply click Keep It on the Gamefly website and the game is yours at a discounted price. Gamefly will even mail you the case and manuals free of charge. App Judgment fans get a 15-day free trial when they go to gamefly.com/appjudgment. Okay, so earlier this week, Google unveiled a concept video for a long-rumored secret project called Project Glass. What is Project Glass? Well, it's a little hard to explain. But basically, it's a wearable device that could display all of the info and communications that you use every day, right in your face. The concept vid takes you through a day in the life of this Google Glass having person from the moment he wakes up on his couch. As he munches on a ham sandwich, he is interrupted by texts. He then uses the Google Glasses to navigate through his day, through tricky modern-day problems like not being able to find the music section at Strand Bookstore. After grabbing a quick coffee with his bud and taking a cool photo, he finally meets up for a romantic date with a lucky lady named Jess, who he then serenades via super advanced video chats. Tough life, huh? Yeah. I want to hear what you guys think about this. We'll put a link to the full video in the description below in case you haven't seen it yet. And please let me know what you think in the comments. What can you imagine using this for? And until then, you can always find the show here on YouTube and on our homepage and on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and you can find me personally on Annie Gauss. I'll see you next time.